So welcome to another episode of Ed Talks with me, your host Ed. And we are at Habonim campsite here in Onras. And another beautiful day. It's almost Shabbos. It's not quite yet Shabbos. And as part of our roadshow, we spent some time with Netzer. I was at Bnei Akiva a few days ago at the campsite there, talking to the leadership. And today, I'm going to be talking to Brad Gottschalk, who's the head of Habo for South Africa, and going to be talking to one or two other members of their leadership team to find out more about who is Habonim, what is Habonim, what do they stand for, and talk about what the camp has to offer our children. Now, I did say due to POPI and other consent forms, etc., I'm not going to be able to walk around the entire campsite and take images and videos of the kids, but I can do a little bit of filming here and there. And yeah, so stay tuned to hear more about Habonim. So we're on Ed Talks, and I just want to, for the record, I perform all my own stunts. So Brad has decided that he wants me to do an Ed Talk on the top of, what are we, Brad?
The Migdal.
The Migdal, which is probably my exercise for the year. So I gotta just tell you, I hope it don't fall. I'm double insured, so my wife will be fine. But yeah, as I said, I do all my stunts. And if you do see the next episode, then I've made it to the top. So, Ed Talks, I told you we're getting around, and look at this view from the Migdal at Habonim campsite. Brad, say hi.
Hi, Ed Talks.
As I feel myself wobbling, I hope I don't fall off.
It's structurally sound.
It's structurally I hope you didn't build it yourself. No.
No,
okay.
Professionals.
Okay, so as I said, we're at Habonim campsite, and with me is Brad Gottschalk. Brad is the head of Habonim for South Africa.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Brad had to move to Joburg for a short stint, but you'll be back in Cape Town shortly, right?
I'm back next year.
Ah, excellent.
I can already feel my lungs happier.
Listen, I've done enough of Cape Town versus Joburg on some other episodes, so
I'll keep it, keep it clean.
Okay, so Brad, the purpose why we're here is we want to tell our community a few special facts about Habonim. You know, we want to tell parents, you know, why to send their kids. We've already done Netzer and Bnei Akiva, and disclosure, like my daughter went to Bnei Akiva last year, but she spent a week here at Habonim.
Yes, yeah? And she was very fun to be with.
Okay, and both my kids are actually sleeping over tonight with some of their friends. So, you know what I said before in previous episodes, where mom and dad, you get a free night to yourself. I've got a free night. No kids. Okay, so Brad, let's get serious now a little bit. Can we take our sunglasses off?
Let's do it. I might squint a bit.
Okay, we might squint. Okay, we'll do that. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional videographer, and Brad and I aren't paid actors. Anyway, okay, so Brad, maybe just talk about, there's some serious stuff about Habonim to talk about. There's some fun stuff. Habonim went through a patch, probably 10 years ago?
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Plus.
A lot of things have happened, a lot of rumors circulating around, but at the end of the day, Habonim is completely changed. You as the head, Wayne Sussman, good friend, is the chair. You've got some incredible people on this camp. And maybe just tell our community a little bit about what Habonim stands for and what you guys have been working on the last few years and what you hope to do in the next few years moving forward.
Awesome, cool. I mean, I'll give a bit of history because you started with that. I think COVID really offered us a good opportunity for a reset, you know, to really just have like a look inside, understand what is working, what isn't working. And I think that the feeling, you know, structurally, ideologically, what we believe in, how we run camp even, you know, improving the food. I think that especially this camp, improving the food, it's really good. Sure. It is very important. Kids have higher standards these days. We've got pizza, wood-fired pizza on at the bottom there. Yeah. I'm just looking down there.
So I apologize for that break and intermission. My mother was trying to call me to wish me good Shabbos, so it stops the video.
But it's very important.
I think we're all of that Jewish mother that calls us at the wrong time, but we love you. We love all our mothers. So anyway, you're saying wood-fired pizzas down there.
Yes.
The food's important.
Another feedback we've gotten, especially this Machaneh, is that we've built up well. Yeah. And our Madrachim care. We care about the Jewish community. We care about Israel. Yeah. We care about South Africa. Yeah. We care about our value set, right? And that Machaneh has improved. Yeah. You know, like I think that every single year we grow more and more. Yeah. We grow in size. We're growing How many people on camp this year? We have in total nearly 500.
Wow, and I think last year was almost like 300 or so.
Yeah.
So that's a great increase, eh?
Exactly. Okay. And you know, our 100th anniversary is in 2030, and we're really pushing for that, back to our pre-COVID numbers with a stronger movement, with, all this energy we've had. I think, you really feel that on the ground. You really feel that energy.
So I think, Brad, we could sit here and talk about, and as I say, a disclaimer, my kids have been to all the camps. We went on a tour of Netse, and my kids spent a day there as well. So I'm advocating for people to send your kids to one of the youth movements. I think it's very important. Brad, maybe we'll come back to Habonim, but why is it so important that kids get to come to a youth movement, whether it's B'nai Haba or Netse? Obviously, you need to advocate for Habonim, but why is it so important from your perspective?
I'll advocate for Habonim, but I'll take my Habonim hat off for 2 seconds and say, how lucky are we as a Jewish community to have healthy spaces for kids that don't exist not only outside in South Africa, but in the world. Outside of Jewish spaces, this type of thing doesn't exist, where kids are learning from older kids. I think there's a great book called The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt. It speaks about what have phones done to kids. What has changed. There's mental health crisis. Kids are feeling lonely. Kids don't know how to socialize with each other. We have the antidote to that here. We have kids who are learning how to socialize. They're learning how to conflict. They're loving learning. They're being a bit dirty. They're in a tent. Hopefully they're showering.
That's why my son doesn't come to camp, by the way. He needs a hot shower and a good meal.
Yes. So we can provide that maybe at 70% capacity. And it's just it grew me. I've seen how it grew me. I wouldn't have the interpersonal skills I have. I wouldn't have the leadership skills I have. I always say Habonim's a leadership incubator. I think the same rings true for the other youth movements. And kids must go with where they connect to, I also went on B'nai Akiva and I had fun. I went on Habonim. My Jewish soul was very nourished. I wouldn't be a part of the community if not for Habonim. And I wouldn't have a connection to Israel if not for Habonim. So I feel very strongly about that.
Just to show you, as we are, hope I don't fall off, you can see there's our flags.
Soccer courts behind there.
No, but I'm saying there's this African flag, the Israeli flag.
Zimbabwean flag.
Zimbabwean flag?
Southern Africa. Southern Africa.
Ah, there we go.
So that's the fun fact.
Okay, so there's Zimbabwe. That's perfect. But I think, Brad, you wrote an article in the Jewish Report. What a hard-hitting article. I think you've received some plaudits for it, some good comments, and you've received some of the other side. Welcome to my world.
Yes.
Okay? We can't please everyone, but we try. So just maybe talk to that, because I think it's important for those naysayers out there. As I said, I'm not advocating for a particular camp, but I think it's important to know that Habonim, what happened in the past happened, and I think the leadership have worked really hard to instill something different at the camp and actually make it a place where everybody should be proud Jews, proud Zionists to come here, etc. What do you want to say to that?
Yeah, like I said, we've got our 100th anniversary coming up, and we have a proud history of a huge impact on Israel, a huge impact on South Africa. The space is very special. And like you said, it would be stupid to judge America based on an administration 20 years ago. Why would we do the same with the youth movement? That's actually a damn good analogy. And I think someone said that to me in the article. And I will say, the response has been overwhelmingly positive, because I think people can see that this is an important space, and our community needs this space. We need both. We need options for kids. Like I said, I would only be in the community because of Habonim. If I just went on B'nai Akiva, I wouldn't have any involvement. I sat on a soldiers board. I'm in the Zionist Fed committee. I'm involved in a lot of different places.
And that's
Zionist
because of the youth movements that you've been to.
But specifically because I could connect to one. I didn't connect to the other, but I connected to one. And I think it's important. There should be pushback. Parents should trust that their kids are coming into a healthy space. That the values here are healthy. They're not radical. They're nourishing. And I believe, I respect that.
And I'm still going to make it down off this. I just want to show you how high it is. If you can see down, it's high. It's high. Can you see that? Whoa! And that's my podcast little sticky thingy going crazy. Okay, so from me on top of this structure, Brad, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Dan.
We're celebrating a bar mitzvah camp tomorrow, which is amazing. Wayne Sussman's kid, Benji
Biden,
is having a barmy, which we're going to be at tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Is it going to be like a normal shul bracha, or is it going to be a camp bracha?
It's a shul bracha with catered food.
Lekker. Okay, definitely I'll be back tomorrow. So Brad, thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
We're going to speak to some other people if I can get down from the structure. But stay tuned for more on Ed Talks at Habo. Okay, so as I'm saying again on Ed Talks, I perform my own stunts just like Tom Cruise does in Mission Impossible. I perform all of my own stunts. So I'm going to come down this migdal, which is the Hebrew word for structure. You learn something new every day. And sure, yeah, this is exercise, but it's also a little bit scary walking down. But you know what? We'll make it work. I know the camera work isn't top notch, but oh my god! Anyway, I've survived the structure. As you see, I'm going down. Brad already came down about 20 minutes ago. I was just psyching myself up, and I had to. And I had to take some scenery shots. So there we go. I've survived. I've survived. Brad, I think I pulled a muscle, but I think I've survived coming down the migdal. So. Okay, so we're just walking around Habbo, and Brad had to put his Habbo top on because God forbid he walks in a. I mean, I'm not even wearing my board t-shirt because I drove all the way from the wilderness wearing my board t-shirt in Auschwitz. So that's 2 board t-shirts in the wash now. One at Benay, and I couldn't wear one now, but you'll see my face. It's authentic on the board. So we're just walking around here. It's a huge campsite, this. How big is the campsite?
Oh my god, I don't actually have the exact measurement.
Sorry, and you call yourself the Rosh?
Gee whiz. Rosh Machaneh.
Oh, okay, fine.
So he knows the measurement.
Okay.
It's a good amount of hectares.
Yeah.
I was telling you that our neighbour's actually Johan Rupert.
Oh, very nice.
Who is one of the richest South Africans, and he's very happy with us on site because Onras around us has developed a lot in the last 20 years.
Oh, nice.
We've got a little piece of paradise here that's untouched.
Yes.
So as long as we don't play music on Christmas, he's very happy.
When does camp actually end?
Camp ends on the 24th for the kids, and the Mahdi's pack up for 2-3 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you had to come here, what, like a week before as well?
We came 10 days before. We've got Australian Madrichim.
Awesome.
11, 12 Madrichim from Israel.
Yeah.
We have UK.
Yeah.
We have North American Schnuddies, Scout Year participants. So it's also become a bit of an international camp, which is very cool.
That's great.
I think, you know, you said what's the vision for the future?
Yeah.
I think it is. It's making like an American style summer camp with meaning.
So we're in the heart of one of the camps. I literally, I think you need a dictionary. We're with the Shmati, Shmadi, Shmuli. I don't know. We'll learn the terms. As I said, I never went to camp, so I don't know. I know a Chani and a Madi, and that's all that I know. It's like a filter fish in Parogan. But anyway, I'm here with Ruby. Ruby, welcome to Ed Talks.
Hello, thank you for having me.
And you are a Chani.
I'm a Chani and a Shmadi.
Okay, just I won't try a Shmadi. Please just explain what's a Shmadi.
Okay, so a Shmadi is basically when you, the age that I'm now, you come and you help muddy the younger age groups.
Okay.
So you're not like an actual
muddy in training.
Yeah, you are the muddy in
muddy
training.
In training. So Brad,
So
can you make these like put there trainee, muddy trainee? Well, you can call them a Shmadi. You know, honestly, Shmadi. I mean, come on, you learn new words every time. Okay, so let me just ask. Okay, so we try to be serious on Ed Talks, but we also try to laugh.
Yes.
Do you enjoy being a Shmadi?
I love it.
Okay.
I love it so much. It's like such an incredible experience.
Yeah. You were Shmadi for my daughter.
I was. Okay. And I loved it so much.
Yeah.
You get to know your kids and like you get to speak to them. And I think what's so interesting is to see like these kids are so young, but they are so smart and intelligent, and the way that they live life is incredible.
Yeah, let's move this way. Yeah, don't worry. We just don't need to get the laundry in the background.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see if we edit that part out. Probably won't.
And like getting to know that the way they live life and how they live it, and like the way that like the generations have changed. It's like really interesting to see.
Yeah. How long have you been coming to Habbo for?
So I started coming when I was in Sololem. So not
Sololem, another word.
So that's not last year, but the year before.
Okay.
That the only reason I only came then was because I did not sleep out. I couldn't sleep out. And I came on camp and I could not sleep out.
And now you can sleep out.
And because of Sololem, the year I came, my parents were very shocked, and I managed the whole time because I couldn't go. I would go on school camp and I'd leave because I couldn't sleep out.
But you conquered your fear coming to camp.
Coming on Habbo, they saved me here.
Okay, Brad's dying to say something.
I just wanted to ask what you connected to, why you stayed. You know, also my first year was Solomon.
So there we can do a new presenter on Ed Talks is Brad, who's not a Shmadi.
I'm an old man now.
He's an old man. So what do you want to ask, Ruby?
I was saying, what did you connect to when you came in Solomon? That was also my first year, and I really connected to the space.
Yeah.
You know, what is special about it for you?
I think I connected to Habonim as a whole. The fact that it was like a proper community, and like I walked in here and like I knew my friends, but I didn't know anyone else, but it felt like I knew everyone. And like the girls who I came with at the time, they were not my best friends. I was friends with them. Now they are my friend group. Like the girls who came that year on camp, we are now a friend group.
Wow.
And we love each other, and like we've all come together. And like that also completely changed me. And
are they also schmaddies?
They are also schmaddies.
I'm literally loving this term. I'm going to use schmaddy everywhere I go now. I think.
Schmaddy. It's like a Yiddish. It sounds very Yiddish.
That's a new Yiddish definition. Okay.
But I love the fact that it was a time to be independent.
Yeah.
It was a time for you to like grow yourself, and kind of like learn more about yourself, learn about your community, and it was just kind of expanding like who you are and who everyone else is, and you're literally on holiday having the most amazing time.
Awesome.
And can I ask one more thing, Daniel?
You can. Okay, I've been fired from Ed Talks. Okay, this is now Brad Talks. Okay.
I want to ask, do you feel like you connect to the value set here? Why do you think it sets? Why is it a special value set? What is different about it?
Like the values at Habonim.
Yeah.
I love the fact that at Habonim, it's that like everyone can be themselves. It's not like you have to be this or you have to be that. You have to be yourself. I feel like you're judged if you're not yourself, because the whole point is you're meant to be yourself. Like you don't feel more you than when you are on camp. I feel very connected to the Zionist aspect because, you know, I'm strongly Zionist, and I don't know, I love Habonim and I connected so much.
Awesome. Okay, well there you've heard it from the Schmaddy and the Rosh, the old man. We're going to see if we found someone else that maybe we'll interview. We'll see if she's willing. But from your Schmaddy at Habo, we'll chat more a little bit later. Okay, so we're back on Ed Talks as Sienna makes herself look pretty for the camera. She put on her Habo top. God forbid Brad lets anyone speak without the Habo top.
No, God forbid I'm not wearing it.
So Sienna, welcome to Ed Talks. Are you also Schmaddy?
Yes.
Oh, so she's a Schmaddy, head student at Herzliya.
I was just Rosh Stilim, had an amazing Sevet, and like watching not only the kids and getting to bond with them, but my friends and watching us take care of actual children and have that responsibility.
That's amazing.
It was wonderful the last 2 years.
Disclaimer, we're going to have people write in and answer these definitions, because Stilim, Sholalim, Schmaddies, Maddies.
All the S's.
Exactly. I just know Parogan and Gefilte fish. But anyway, so Sienna, I think it's important. So I'm going around talking at the various youth movements and understanding about the camps. And I think for you, how long have you been coming to Habonim for?
Well, it's a bit complicated. I was here years ago before COVID.
Okay.
But then I started going on family holidays in December. And then it got to the point where the FOMO was just too much. Everyone was having the best time on camps. So I came last year and then this year again. Okay,
awesome. And what are your takeaway? Like, if we're trying to tell parents that they should be sending their kids to camps, whichever ones. I mean, as I said, I've interviewed Netseb and Habo. What would your message be to the parents? Like, why should they send their kids?
I think for me, youth movements, especially Jewish youth movements, are the most important part of our community, and ensuring that our community grows. It really helps children to build their own Jewish identity. We're just getting a nice view on this.
Yeah, I had to move away from the laundry again. Getting that disclaimer, I'm not a professional videographer, as we've got that little trash can in we can maybe blur that out. Okay, let's move around. There we go. Okay. So you were saying,
So yes, Jewish youth movements are a way for young Jewish kids to come into their own Jewish identity without pressure from other people.
Go, walk past, guys. Don't worry, we chilled here. It's informal. Yeah.
It's a way for them to come into their own Jewish identity without pressure from other people. But still in a space where there is guidance.
Okay.
And I think any youth movements, personally for me, it's Habonim. It's a way just for you to really come into yourself and grow and become a mature young adult. Awesome.
Well, that's all we needed to know. So enjoy the rest of the holiday. So Sienna gave up a family holiday to be at Habonim. That says a lot about why you guys should come to camp. So Sienna, enjoy the rest of the time. You got another week or so.
Oh, it's less than a week, unfortunately.
No, less than a week. Okay, fine.
Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos to you, and Chag Sameach, Happy Hanukkah. And then if you can hear me, the music's going, getting ready for Shabbos and Hanukkah. And we've come to the end of our Ed Talks at Habonim. So hope you enjoyed it. Until next time from me, Ed, keep it kosher.